Hello students, now we will see sample program 9. In this they have asked the sum of this series 1 by 2 minus 2 by 3 plus 3 by 4 minus 4 by 5. See, positive number, negative number, positive number, negative number. That is addition, subtraction is coming alternatively. They have used the scanner class to get the input and they have initialized a comma n, then double s is equal to 0. This is to sum up, and they have asked the enter the value of n. Value of n is the number of series we have to print, and they have got it the input in the n. For they have initialized a is equal to 1, a less than or equal to n, because the number of series, so a is less than or equal to n, a plus plus. Till that we have to sum it up. No, that's why they have given it here. If a mod 2 is equal to 0, here addition subtraction alternatively it is coming. For every second number we are getting it as negative. That is the reason they are checking if a mod 2 is equal to 0. A mod 2 is equal to 0 means it is divisible by 2. So it is a every second number. So we have to minus it. And they here for this they have given as a by a plus 1. See here, for everything 1 is there means the denominator is 2. 2 is there means the denominator is plus 1, 3. Like this it is going on. That's why they have given here double a by a plus 1. Else we have to add it. If it is not the second series, then we have to add it. So s plus double a by a plus 1. So once the loop is over, that is n series is completed, then it will come out and print the sum. And your program, next program, sample program 10 is to find the sum of series given below. We are going to take input values a and n, because here a by 2, a by 3, a by 4, like that it is coming. So we need the value of a as well as the number of series. So how many series should be completed? Okay. So again here they have got the scanner input method to get the input. Then they are asking to enter the value of a and n. They have initialized here. Then in a they have stored the first input value for a, and n they have stored it here. So for I is equal to 1, I is less than n is the number of series, so less than n, I plus plus, s is equal to s plus, because we have to keep on adding, that's why s is equal to s plus it's coming in every program. So double a by I plus 1. This is, see here in first itself they are starting with the 2, 3, 4, like that it's starting. Here we have initialized I with 1. That is the reason they have given I plus 1, and a is the value we are getting it as input. So a value will not change, a is going to be the same, and by I plus 1 it is going to change like this, and we are going to add that sum. And the value is going to be in point, right? That's why they have changed it to the double, because here we have declared a as integer and s is already declared as double. So to convert this they are adding typecasting it to double. So system.out println, in this we are going to print the sum. So we will see the next program, program 11. Here here they are given the ticket amount and the discounts. For this amount of tickets they have given this much amount of discounts. So we have to check these values and then give the discount accordingly, and we have to print the bill in this format, that is serial number, name, ticket charge, discount, and the net amount. That is ticket charge, we will be getting it as a input. For that we have to calculate the discount and minus the discount from this ticket charge, and we have to display the amount in the net amount, and they have asked us to take 15 customers. Okay, so now let's see how to do it. They have used the scanner method to get the input, initialize I and P. So initialization part is the string name to get the name, because here you have to print the name also. So your serial number is going to be from 1, 2, 3, like that only your serial number is going to be. So as we get the value here, I is equal to 1 and less than or equal to 15 we are getting. So to print the serial number, if we give the I value, that is enough. It will be 1, 2, 3 like that. So first you are going to have 15 iteration to get 15 customers number. That's why they have given here 15. So system.out.println, in that they are asking the customer's name and getting it in the name variable. Similarly for the ticket amount and keeping it in the P variable. And see here they are checking the tariff they are given here. No, according to that they are checking. If P is less than 25,000 means it has the discount percentage is 2. So they have calculated the discount amount. Similarly for this, if P is greater than 25 and less than 35,000 means 10% discount. Like that for each and everything they have calculated the discount. And at last amount is equal to the original price minus the discount. Then only you will be getting the net amount. To print the net amount, we have calculated the amount here. So next we are printing it in this format. See here, serial number, name, ticket charge, discount and net amount. Similarly we are printing it here. Serial number, name, ticket charge, discount, net amount here. And again for everything the values has to be printed, right? So the system.out.println I plus. See, I said no, as the iteration goes on 1, 2, 3 it will be going. So according to that, if you just print the I itself, you will get the serial number and the name and the value, that is the price of the ticket the user is entering. Then the discount you are calculating here now, according to the amount we are calculating here now, that discount will be printed. And the amount here you are calculating the net amount, right, minusing the discount from the original price, that amount will be displayed. For each and every iteration you will get the input, calculate, and you are going to print it out here. So you will be getting 15 customers name and the amount to be printed. Then the next program is here. They have used the switch case statement and they have given two menus. First is to find the composite number and second is to find the smallest digit of the given number. Okay, so these two we have to give. First we have to display the menu. See here, system.out.println to check a composite number, and next second is to find the smallest digit. So they are asking you to enter your choice and that choice is being saved in the ch variable. So then we are giving that ch variable into the switch case. So if your choice is 1, it will enter into the case 1, and system.out.println they are asking the check whether the number is composite or not. So the user will enter a number and that number will be saved in n. So c is equal to 0 they have initialized. This is to this serves as a flag. Okay, I'll say forward. For I is equal to 2. Why they have given 2 here is, see here they have said composite number means it has one or more factors excluding 1. So that is the reason they have skipped 1 and they have initialized I with 2. So I is less than n and I plus plus. See, till this number, the number they have given, no, till that number only we can check whether that number is divisible or not. If that number is, that is this number is going to be greater than the given number, means it is not possible to divide. That is the reason we have given here the input number here. So till that only the iteration is going to be done. So next process we are going to check if that number, the given input number, is divisible by I. This number is going to be changed 2, 3, 4 like that. It is going to be keep on increasing, and if that number is divisible means it will be equal to, your remainder will be equal to 0. If your remainder is going to be 0 means you are going to increase this C value by 1. Okay, if that number is divisible means then that number is a factor, right? So if you get one or more factors, that number is a composite number. That's why we are checking it here, and to find whether we have a factor or not, we are setting this flag. We say it as flag. So we are setting it C is equal to C plus 1. Then again we are checking if C is greater than 1. If you have one factor extra also, you will be having the C value is equal to 1. So if the C value is greater than or equal to 1, then you have to print the given number is a composite number. Otherwise it is not a composite number. So next case we are going to find the number is smallest digit or smallest digit in the given number. So you are getting the number as input, and to find that is to each digit, you have to get each digit, no? For that we will be doing like this. Minimum is equal to n mod 10. N mod 10 means the given number mod 10 means the ones place digit, no? That thing you will be obtaining here. So the first digit you got it, and while n is greater than 0, that is the digit what you got, the number is greater than 0 means it will enter into the loop, and R is equal to n mod 10. Again they are doing this. Okay, R is equal to n mod 10. N mod 10 means you will be getting the digits value, that is the last digit value you will be last digit you will be getting. Then you are going to check if R is less than minimum. Minimum, the first digit you got it here, no? We are going to check it whether it is less than. If it is less means you are swapping minimum is equal to R. If it is not less means it is not going to come here. If R is the smallest number means you are going to swap it to the minimum, and again n is equal to n by 10 to get the second digit. So again here it will be coming with the second digit, and so R is equal to n mod 10 means the second digit will be here. Again you are checking R is less than minimum. If R is less means again you are going to swap it, so that we can compare the smallest number with next digit and we will get the smallest digit. That's why we are swapping it here. So system.out.println, we are going to print the smallest digit. Once the loop is over, you will have obtained the smallest number. And default, if you enter some other option other than 1 or 2, it will be saying that it is a invalid choice. That's all. So your program is over, and this chapter is also over.